Timothy Charles Buckley III, February 14, 1947, June 29, 1975, was an American singer-songwriter. His music and style changed considerably through the years. Buckley began his career based in folk music, but his subsequent albums experimented with jazz, psychedelia, funk, soul, the avant-garde, and an evolving voice as instrument sound. He died at the age of 28 from a heroin and morphine overdose, leaving behind sons Taylor and Jeff. Tim Buckley was born in Washington, D.C., on Valentine's Day, February 14, 1947, to Elaine, née Scalia, an Italian-American, and Timothy Charles Buckley Jr., a decorated World War II veteran and son of Irish immigrants from Cork. He spent his early childhood in Amsterdam, New York, an industrial city about 40 miles, 64 kilometers, northwest of Albany. At 5 years old, Buckley began listening to his mother's progressive jazz recordings, particularly Miles Davis. Buckley's musical life began after his family moved to Bell Gardens in Southern California in 1956. His grandmother introduced him to the work of Bessie Smith and Billie Holiday, his mother to Frank Sinatra and Judy Garland, and his father to the country music of Hank Williams and Johnny Cash. When the folk music revolution came around in the early 1960s, Buckley taught himself the banjo at age 13, and with several friends formed a folk group inspired by the Kingston Trio that played local high school events. During high school, Buckley was elected to class offices, played on the baseball team and quarterbacked the football team. During a football game, he broke 2 fingers on his left hand, permanently damaging them. He said that the injury prevented him from playing bar chords. This disability may have led to his use of extended chords, many of which don't require bars. However, this disability claim seems to be invalidated because Buckley's performance on the final episode of the television show, The Monkees, broadcast on March 25, 1968, clearly shows Buckley using a bar chord while performing Song to the Siren on an out-of-tune 12-string guitar. Buckley attended Laura High School in Anaheim, California. He cut classes regularly and quit football, focusing most of his attention on music. He befriended Larry Beckett, his future lyricist, and Jim Fielder, a bass player with whom he formed 2 musical groups, the Bohemians, who initially played popular music, and the Harlequin 3, a folk group which regularly incorporated spoken word and beat poetry into their gigs. Buckley and lyricist/friend Beckett wrote dozens of songs, some that appeared on Tim's debut album, Tim Buckley.